What's going on, everybody? Welcome to week 3 of the NFL. We're going to go ahead and give you your picks. Of course, I'm Rawstarr. This is Morris. Last week, where were you in your picks?
I don't remember.
Okay, I know I was 8-8. But I think you were a lot worse than me. I'll figure out what it was and I'll put it on the bottom. So let's just go ahead into this week and yeah. Okay, first up we got the New York Giants versus the Carolina Panthers. Okay, this game, I think it's going to be a little better than everybody might think it might be on this Thursday. But I think the Giants will pull it off. I don't believe Cam Newton and his team will have the opportunity to be the defending champions. I just think that Cam Newton had a good showing off against the hopeless Saints right now. I don't know what's going on in New Orleans, but I believe the Giants will pull it off.
The Giants, I actually like. They have a very well-rounded team, I believe, and Carolina has a couple pretty solid weapons on offense, but the defense just isn't doing it for me quite yet, and that's how they lost a lot of games last year when Cam Newton was putting up a lot of numbers. So I definitely go Giants. Tampa Bay Bucs and the Dallas Cowboys. The Bucs, Josh Freeman is a really inconsistent quarterback to me, and they're running the heck out of Doug Martin in Tampa Bay. But with Doug Martin and Vincent Jackson, I don't think that's going to be enough to stop DeMarco Murray and all of the receivers that they have in Dallas, even if Romo does have a mediocre game.
Okay, we must not forget the Cowboys lost to the Seahawks last week, and I don't think that I think that's a problem. I think they had that one good game, and now they're back to their old end of the year ways that they experienced at the end of the year. And I think honestly the Bucs have a lot more things that people are giving credit for, and I honestly believe the Buccaneers will defeat the Cowboys on Sunday. We got the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, I told you last week, I believe that Luck will get his first victory, and he did that. And now this week he's going against the Jaguars. Honestly, I think that the Colts will defeat the Jaguars. I believe they're going to go ahead and get their second victory. I believe the Jaguars have a good team. However, they are really a mid-season, end-of-the-year win team as of right now.
I don't know about that. Jones-Drew, he's going to get it rolling as more as the year starts going on. Justin Blackmon hasn't really caught his stride yet. He and Gabbard had a good preseason, but they just haven't made it happen in the regular season quite yet, and I think they get rolling too.
Okay, we got the Buffalo Bills going against the Browns. This fool is going to say, it was just it was just the Chiefs they beat last week. He's going to say that anyway. However, I'm going to give you a few things, okay? I believe that the team that everybody thought might show up actually showed up this week a little more. I believe that the first game they were overconfident in what they thought they had. And I believe this week they're going to get the Browns anyway. And I believe their rookie quarterback don't have what it takes to defeat the Bills. And I believe the Bills will go 2-1 in their division this week.
Well. The Buffalo Bills are playing the Browns. Trent Richardson is going to run all over the Bills this Sunday. All over them. Trent Richardson is catching. He's starting to get his stride. He's going to run all over the Bills. Please believe it. I look for him to have more yards than Spiller, actually. But the Bills will come out on top. Ooh, the Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Reggie Bush. Now that's That's what we've been expecting out of Reggie Bush. Numbers like that. He was the most exciting player I've ever seen in college football in my life. And he's bringing that to the NFL now because he's finally getting enough touches to be able to do that. But can they beat the Jets? Yes. I say they beat the Jets. That is my surprise pick of the week, that Reggie Bush and the Miami Dolphins at home beat the New York Jets.
I'll say, okay, divisional game, AFC East. I say the Jets, they're trying to adjust from the loss because they're a really good Steelers team last week. And I believe that they're coming home hungry. And even though Miami won last week, I believe that the Jets, with Tebow and with Sanchez, them working as a cohesive unit together, and the team that they have there will defeat the Miami Dolphins if Revis comes back. But I'm gonna go ahead with the Jets with the saying that Revis comes back. Okay, we got the Chiefs and the Saints. Okay, the Chiefs are 0-2. The Saints are 0-2. Okay, and surprisingly, this is like whoever wins gonna get their first victory of the year, and you would not think of that with the Saints. As I said before, I don't know what's going on in New Orleans. However, I believe that since the game is in New Orleans, they're not going to disappoint their home crowd. And the Chiefs have been beat up on this week, last week and before that. And I believe that they will get beat up on again. And I believe the last time these two teams played, the Saints scored like 65 points on them, something like that. It was a ridiculous number. And I believe that the Saints will defeat the Chiefs.
I don't know if the Saints are 0-2 because they lost their head coach or what. You know, they lost their defensive coordinator because of all that bounty stuff that happened in the offseason that came out. I don't know. I really don't know. But do they beat the Chiefs this Sunday? I see it happening because the Chiefs, their running game, they have Jamal Charles and Peyton Hillis, and neither one of them has gotten it going. And Matt Castle's ridiculously inconsistent. I like Dwayne Bowe, though. But I don't think they beat the Saints. The Saints pick it up because Drew Brees is not going to let his team go 0-3. Ooh, the Cincinnati Bengals and the rookie phenom, Robert Griffin III from the Redskins. Redskins are going to be at home this Sunday. Redskins are 2-0?
Redskins are 1-1.
Redskins are 1-1, actually. Okay. And they're going against the Bengals. I think I go with Robert Griffin on this one. I like the Bengals defense. You know what? Sorry about that. I go with the Bengals. The Bengals defense definitely slows down Robert Griffin. And A.J. Green has a big game against the Redskins secondary.
You know, yes, the Redskins are 1-1, but it was because of that stupid ass thing that that wide receiver did as throwing the ball at one of the defenders, which made them lose 15 yards for unnecessary roughness. And I believe if they were able to rectify, like if they were able to just go ahead and get that play without that, the Redskins would be 2-0. However, I honestly think the Redskins will actually pull one off, and this is my upset of the week, just because of how ridiculously strong the Bengals are. So this is my upset of the week. I'm going to go with the Redskins over the Bengals. Okay, we got the Rams, who actually beat the Redskins last week versus the Bears.
The Bears.
You know, as I said before, I don't believe that. I believe the Rams are still developing into a team, and the Bears are a really strong team, and most of them don't get the credit they deserve. So I honestly believe the Bears actually pulled this one off against the Rams. And as I said before, I believe the only reason the Redskins lost was because the ball got thrown at one of the Rams defenders. Other than that, they would have lost. So I'm definitely going to.
I want to give out a buyer beware. Danny Amendola had a huge week this past week. Kevin Ogletree had a huge week 2 weeks ago. And fantasy football players, participants like to pick up guys that have like one big week. Please beware of that. Don't do that. That's just silly. I think he picked up Ogletree and he did absolutely nothing last week. Don't do that. If you're a veteran, you already know that, but don't do that. Bears over the Rams. San Francisco 49ers. Oh my goodness. And the Minnesota Vikings, the San Francisco 49ers defense looks so strong. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have Percy Harvin on one of my fantasy teams. I like Percy Harvin, but this Niners defense is so strong, I definitely have to bench him this Sunday. I'm going with the 49ers.
There's been debate of saying what team is the best in the NFC. And, like, I agree with the best. I think the 49ers are the best in the NFC right now. And dang near one of the best teams in the NFL. So I'm definitely believe that they're going to win against the Vikings. However, I believe that if you have AP in your fantasy league, I believe that he will get you enough yards to get some decent points. But the Redskins, the 49ers will definitely defeat the Vikings. Okay, we got the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee.
I will say this. My friend don't hear me for this, but I'm sorry. I believe I tried to give Tennessee hope last week, and they let me down. And I believe the Lions are still the team they were last year. They just plummeted in the last second half. If they can get that momentum back, they will defeat the Titans.
Chris Johnson has 20-something rushing yards this season so far. Chris Johnson. I think he led the league in rushing maybe 2 or 3 years ago, or he was pretty much up there, one of the top 3. And now he has 20-something yards over 2 games. What's going on? What's really going on? I think the Lions redeemed themselves. I believe they lost last week, Lions?
Yes.
Lions lost last week, and they definitely redeemed themselves in Tennessee this week. Yes! The Atlanta Falcons and the San Diego Chargers. I was reading an article today saying there's 11,000 tickets still available for this game. The Chargers are just not selling out that stadium or even coming close. Even though an electrifying, exciting team like the Atlanta Falcons with a lot of offense is coming to town. I like the San Diego Chargers. Ryan Matthews is going to be returning this week for the running game, and they have some ridiculously great pieces at receiver and tight end, as you know, and a nice defense. But, ooh, you know what? I definitely do go Chargers, actually, because Michael Turner just hasn't gotten it rolling, so they just have these 2 receivers and a tight end in Atlanta that I'm liking, and of course Matt Ryan, who's a stellar performer. But Chargers at home, Ryan Matthews has a big return.
I believe the Falcons will actually win the game. Okay, we have another bird fight. Just like last week, the Eagles played the Ravens. Well, not Ravens. Yeah, the Ravens.
Yeah.
And they were able to get a victory in the very last minute with the run by Vic. And the Cardinals beat the Pats. I'm sorry. I want to build into the little high because they're really high right now. They're going home to this is in Arizona. I'm sorry. I'm going to build into the hype just a little bit for one game. If the Cardinals lose this game, I'm done with the whole hype. They beat the Pats, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because they're 2-0 right now. They're doing really good. They beat a Seattle team that beat the Cowboys. So I know anything can happen any given Sunday, but they're beating teams that are showing promise. So I'm going to give it to the Cardinals. I'm going to give them this one.
What? Cardinals got a good defense. They do. I like the Cardinals defense. But Kevin Cole, I will never, ever show him some love, man. He got a way better contract than he deserved. And I think that Michael Vick, LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin, Brett Selleck, I think those boys continue to roll with that ridiculous offense. They come into Arizona and run straight through their defense. Eagles. Oh, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's the Raiders. The Raiders against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to be in Oakland. I would give a lot to be at this game, but I can't make it. You know, my funds ain't looking right now, but the Steelers definitely take this one. You know what I'm saying? Raiders, you got no chance.
You know, I wish you would have went to this game to see your team get beat up. No, seriously. The Raiders, I don't know what's going on with y'all this year. I thought y'all would be a lot better for the first 2 games. Y'all really showed that intensity. I believe the Steelers are going to be continue trucking on, getting their victories week to week, and they're going to try to build a good record because halfway through the season, Big Ben's going to be missing one of the key games. I don't know which game, but he's going to step out of the game because his child will be born. So they're going to build a good record until then. So I'm definitely going to go Steelers. Texans and the Broncos. I was wrong. Texans. That's all I gotta say. I was wrong about Peyton Manning. I thought he would win his first few games. I don't know. I believe that the Broncos they had a really good run game. He put up enough yards for me, playing the football team, and I feel that they would do well, but I don't think they have enough to beat the Texans.
Texans got a pretty nasty defense. Ever since Wade Phillips, Cowboys' old head coach, became the defensive coordinator of the Texans, they've had a top defense. I really like their defense. And I think they get Manning a little flustered this week and get some picks, maybe even a defensive touchdown. I go Texans on this one.
Okay, we have a battle in Baltimore. We got New England Patriots versus the Ravens. Okay, the Ravens are upset. They lost. The Patriots pissed the fuck off right now.
They're pissed the what off?
They pissed off right now. They lost to the Cardinals of all teams. And I'll say I believe the Cardinals are a lot better than people are giving them credit for. But that's not in their mindset right now. Dude missed the kick that was wide left, and they are going to try to rectify that and get a victory. Baltimore, however, they're in Baltimore. Ravens are going to get their stuff together, and I believe since a lot of the times Ravens beat up on the Patriots, I believe that our Ravens will get the victory over the Patriots this week.
Well, there's a key thing in this week. One of the Patriots tight ends, Aaron Hernandez, is out until about October, but they signed Kellen Winslow today. The Patriots did, so they're going to try to continue this two big-time tight end tandem deal that they have going on. But Kellen Winslow knows none of the playbook or anything like that. So because they lost Hernandez, and only because they lost Hernandez, I think the Ravens win this week.
Okay.
He did the last two, so I'm gonna do the last one. This is the Green Bay Packers. This is the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks got a pretty good defense this year. I like their defense, but they got a rookie quarterback going against Aaron. Show me your championship belt in my State Farm commercial. Rodgers? You think this rookie quarterback has a chance against Aaron Rodgers?
He beat Romo.
Who? You think Romo is Rodgers?
No, I just said he beat Romo.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And my goldfish is named Humphrey. What else?
You know what? I agree with you.
Packers.
I believe that I think this will be actually a good game. It's Monday night. Surprisingly, it's Monday night. And with these two teams, rookie quarterback, he beat Romo last week, and they lost to a really good team that beat the Patriots. And I don't know. And I honestly think that I think Packers will win. No, mind you, but I believe this will be a really close game and a lot better than people might think this is a Monday night game. And I believe that they're going to do a good showing because it's Monday night. They got to actually get a rest. But I feel that the Packers will defeat them. And the Packers are 1-1. So both these are 1-1, so Packers will be 2-1. Okay, thank you for watching this week. Please tune in next week, and please watch the rest of the Birthday Message videos. If you want to hit us up, hit me up at RAWSTARR. Hit him up at TTXOO. Hit the main page up at Birthday Misfits. If you any questions, this is up. Don't dislike or comment because we didn't pick a team. And we'll see you next week.